Good morning, y'all. Happy Monday. How's everybody doing? Let me find the chat. Morning, Sapphire, Preschool Granny, Mike. How are y'all doing this morning? I'm about froze to death this morning. That's how I'm doing. It's chilly here, but it's going to be a pretty day. It just needs to warm up. Hey, Clancy, Cement Shoes. Good morning. Did y'all have a good weekend? I figured I would go ahead and go live before I done any of my daily chores. Since I got some time, the little puppy, she went to run around and play again. Yesterday when she got back, she was beat. She went to bed and she slept all night, thank goodness. I hung out with her most of the morning this morning, and it's cold out. I'm good, having breakfast. I don't eat breakfast. Not usually, not a lot. Every now and then I'll eat breakfast, but I can't eat when I first get up. My kiddos like that too. Anyways, guys, we're going to talk about a killer clown. Her trial's been delayed. It's what it was. This woman dressed up as a clown and went and knocked on this woman's door back in 1990. Her name is, the suspect is Shelia Keene Warren. Anyways, she wanted that woman's husband. She worked with that woman's husband at a car lot, the victim's husband. She dressed up as a clown, got some balloons and stuff, and went to that woman's house and knocked on the door and shot her. Okay, it was years. It was like 2017 before they arrested anybody for it. And anyway, she shot that woman. Then she married her husband. Them two worked together at a car lot. Now, I don't think he's involved according to prosecutors because he was never charged or anything. Yeah, but he married her and they moved from Florida up here to Virginia, Gate City, which is not far from me at all. It's down around there where I take Skylar to the vet and the rest of the animals. But they moved there and they opened up the Purple Cow in Kingsport, Tennessee. And the Purple Cow is a little restaurant. You can it's not a place. I don't think you can go in there and eat. It's just a little bitty place. I think you just, it's like a little stand or something. It may have a drive-through. I don't think so. I think it's just like a place you pull up and order, you have to walk up there and order you a burger and stuff. Just a little place. But anyways, she was cuffed and stuff, but they had delayed her trial because prosecutors, a Florida judge delayed her trial. I want to show her a picture. Hold on. Because prosecutors lost the clown file. And the clown file is a file that consisted of about 40 different leads, names, phone numbers, addresses, 40 different other suspects. A police chased down I don't know how many leads. DNA led back to Shelia Keene Warren. And we're going to look at this ugly weirdo's face. Hey, she's probably waited on me at the Purple Cow because I eat down there. I used to eat down there a lot. Okay, so here she is, killer clown, trial delayed after prosecutors located evidence they previously said they didn't have. They lost it. Okay, it says a Florida judge was granted a delay in the trial of a woman accused of dressing as a clown, shooting her lover's wife in the face after prosecutors found a 25-page clown sighting file with 40 possible suspect leads. Shelia Keene Warren's attorneys had been seeking the file for some time, while prosecutors claimed they couldn't find it. The file was located in a box in its office, defense attorneys said in their filing, asking for a delay. Shelia Keene Warren was arrested in 2017, charged with the death of Marlene Warren on May 26, 1990. Marlene Warren was married at the time to a used car dealer, Michael Warren, who later married Shelia and moved with her to Virginia. Prosecutors say DNA evidence, a store receipt, witness identification points to Shelia as the person who knocked on Marlene's door dressed as a clown while holding flowers and a balloon, then shot her in the face when she answered the door. The killer clown drove off in a white Chrysler LeBaron, which was later found abandoned. It had been reported stolen from Michael Warren's used car lot a month prior to the murder. I'd say he was in on this. Inside the car, investigators found red wig fibers and DNA that matched Shelia. Additionally, employees at a public supermarket, the only store in the area that sold the "You're the Greatest" balloon the killer gave to Marlene Warren, said a person matching Sheila's description bought a balloon from him, and employees at a store that sold clown costumes tentatively identified Shelia as the woman who bought a clown outfit and a wig from the store. Can you believe that? She gave her a balloon. "You are the greatest." That's what that balloon said. And then she shot her in the face. Wow, what a freaking psycho. The clown sighting file handed over to defense attorneys contains the names and addresses or phone numbers of 40 credible leads, defense attorneys said in their filings. Needless to say, this will take the defense considerable time and resources to investigate, the defense attorneys wrote. Michael Warren and the suspect, who worked at his used car business, married in 2002. According to the Palm Beach Post, Marlene Warren once told members of her family that if anything happened to her, her husband did it. Shelia Keene Warren's trial had been expected to begin October 21st. She has pleaded not guilty. They all do. They all plead that. Okay, so he had to have had something to do with it. Okay, so the car that was used to commit the murder was stolen from his car lot a month prior. Coincidence? I think not. This was planned and premeditated by them both. He's probably standing by her side. That's why she's not rode on him. Maybe. I don't know if they still own the purple cow or not. They was probably having an affair, and they needed Marlene out of the way. He probably didn't want to get a divorce because he's a greedy son of a bitch. So they come up with this plan for her to kill Marlene. That's my opinion on this. We'll have to follow that trial when she goes a little bit, when she finally does go on trial. It's going to take the defense like hell and forever to get through all that clown file, as they call it. The killer clown. I remember hearing about this case on the chapter. Yeah, and I believe I watched a documentary on it on the ID channel. Maybe she was on Deadly Women. I don't know. She was on some kind of documentary I watched on the ID channel or Oxygen One. But I have always followed this because, she was living down here in Gate City when she was arrested. Let me go click on this article. It says, or this part that says, hold on. Previously reported. Let me click on that blue part. Let's go back to their article they'd done before. DNA and store receipt link killer clown murderer as a woman who shot husband's first wife 27 years ago. Prosecutors are seeking the death penalty against a woman. Oh, they are seeking the death penalty against her, guys. I'm glad I clicked on this. Killer clown, costume receipt, hair fibers, in a clown wig, a getaway car, and a Publix receipt led police to arrest a Virginia woman for the murder of her first husband's wife, who was shot and killed in 1990. Okay. This happened in her Wellington, Florida home. So that's where Marlene was at. Wellington, Florida. Okay. Shelia wasn't married to her now husband, Michael Warren, but was rumored to have been having an affair with him. I knew it. I mean, is it possible that he didn't know about this? I mean, that he didn't know that she stole the car from his lot and planned to kill his wife? I mean, it's possible, but I don't think so. He has to have known. I think they planned it together. They must just not have no evidence to prove it, or his ass would have been charged. Okay, let's see. So that happened May 26th. I can't believe it said it was talking again about the balloon. It says you're the greatest on it. That she picked a balloon. It says you're the greatest on it to give her at the door. See, she was appearing at the door. I guess you know how like you can get people will dress up like that and go to people's doors and sing like little birthday jingles to them. You can pay them to do that. Maybe that's what Marlene thought was going on or something when she opened the door. I'm not sure if Marlene and her husband had any kids together. What's his name? I always forget his freaking name. Let me go to my chat and look, though. Hey, Colleen, good morning. If I didn't say good morning. Crap, I've pushed full screen instead of going on to my live chat. Anyways, it's a very interesting case. I mean, I guess anything's possible, you know. He wasn't charged. The husband's not been charged. I'm just saying, in my opinion, my suspicion, I'm theorizing that he was probably involved. I would check my Ring camera and, yeah, get the F out. Yeah. Yeah, well, they didn't have all that stuff back then. You know, this was in 1990. Okay, something else we're going to talk about this morning that I've seen is this young lady, she's not a little girl, Keeslyn, I guess that's how you say her name, Roberts. She's been missing for a while. I believe she's from Georgia. Yeah, Georgia. And her parents are offering $50,000 of their own money as a reward for somebody that can lead them to where their daughter's at. Her remains, because her dad said that he thinks she's probably deceased. It's a weird story. Let me click on this article. It says, I don't know if she was having mental, I'll just have to read this article to y'all because I just don't even know how to say this. Now it doesn't say share screen, it says present. Fancy. Let me just read this to y'all before I open my big mouth. Okay, it was froze. The parents, so there she is, beautiful, right? Look at her, how pretty. The parents of a young Georgia woman missing for nearly 3 years are offering $50,000 for information that solves the case, telling WSB-TV they believe someone knows something. We've got to have closure, Eric Roberts told the television station, one way or the other. Whatever the outcome is, we've got to have closure for our sanity. Eric is the father of Keeslyn Roberts, who vanished in January 2020 after visiting a truck stop in Gordon County, Georgia. Her vehicle, some of her clothes were found at the gas station, but otherwise there was no sign of life since she disappeared. Keeslyn is believed to have fled a Flying J travel center in Resica, something, after some sort of disturbance at the store. Staff alleged that she had gone into a kitchen area closed off from customers and left a backpack that contained her wallet and ID. I'm just wondering by reading that, it sounds like maybe something was going on with her, Her phone was not found at the truck stop, and Eric said he believes his daughter took her phone with her, but all calls go to voicemail. The family said they will pay almost all the increased award amount out of their own pockets if someone can tell them definitely what happened and bring to justice whoever is responsible. I wish somebody would come forward. Somebody knows something, Eric told WSB-TV. We want the truth. Eric said he believes his daughter may no longer be alive, but Keeslyn's mother, Shannon, is hopeful that she will be able to hug her daughter once again. It's just a total nightmare, Shannon said. We've not changed her room. Her room is still the same. I can't imagine my child being missing, not knowing where he was at. Keeslyn would turn 23 years old in October. The family has created a Facebook page to get the word out about her disappearance. And they also hired private investigators who have provided tips to the GBI. Shannon said it has been unimaginable to endure the pain of not knowing what happened to Keeslyn. Very, very hard not knowing where your child's at, not seeing them in this length of time. Shannon told WSB TV, not hearing their voice, not seeing them, is just unimaginable. So Keeslyn is 5'6", about 125 pounds, blonde hair, blue eyes. A tattoo of a sea turtle is on her lower right arm. To report information on Keeslyn's whereabouts or provide tips about the case, call the Georgia Bureau of Investigation at 1-800-597-TIPS. Yeah, I can't imagine that. That's what I was sitting there thinking, when I was reading that. I can't imagine my son being missing 3 years, missing at all, any amount of time, but 3 years, what they've endured, and just take a toll on you mentally. I mean, I guess that you got to be strong in situations like that and be hopeful, but it's not looking good. But I mean, if she went into a truck stop, guys, and there was some kind of disturbance and left her backpack and stuff, don't that sound like maybe she was having some kind of mental break or something? Or not a mental break, but something was going on with her mentally, maybe? Like, why would there be a disturbance? I don't understand that. Unless they saw her back there and run her out from behind the counter. Good morning, Donald. Will you do Jeffrey McDonald case? Hope you're feeling better. Oh, yes. Yes, Donald, I'm going to. We'll probably do that in the morning. If you want to do it in the morning, we'll do it in the morning. We'll get prepared for it. I should be able to do it in the morning. Mike, I have cameras all around my house. Yeah, I want to get the doorbell cam. I need to get the doorbell cam. Here, let me catch up my chat. Anyways, prayers for Keeslyn's family, and I hope someone comes forward with some information. So she took her phone with her. Couldn't they have pinged the phone? Maybe they tried. I don't know. It's just weird that she goes into a gas station and leaves her backpack behind a counter where customers are not allowed. That's weird. Very weird. Sounds like she's going through something to me. We're going to take a look at some other true crime this morning, too. Y'all remember Keeslyn in your prayers. Her family, her parents. So I saw this. Missing mom found dead in trunk of teen son's car. Yeah, he was okay, so they were reported missing from Texas, I think. And he evidently ran from the police, and I probably can't pronounce this lady's name, but he ran from police and crashed, I believe. And her body, they found his mom's body in the trunk of the car. I have not read this. I just, saw it this morning. The title. Let me see if I can screen share it. Yeah, Donald, we'll definitely do Jeffrey McDonald. That's an interesting case. I don't know what to think about that man. I really don't. I don't know if he killed his whole family or not. It kind of looks like he did. I mean, that's a wild story that hippies break into your house. And he just so happened and been reading about, he had a magazine there reading, what was it, Esquire or something? There was an article about the Manson cult. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Woman found dead in trunk of car involved a pursuit and crash in Nebraska Friday has been identified as hot freak. Hold on. Michelle, let me say, Rowan's or something, 49. We're just going to say Michelle, who was reported missing in Texas along with her 17-year-old son on Thursday, Tyler. The son was driving the Mazda 3 that fled from an attempted traffic stop on Interstate 80 near Grand Island. Um, Tyler was hospitalized in Grand Island for treatment of injuries he sustained when he crashed into the pursuit. The Nebraska State Patrol said it was coordinating with the Harris County Sheriff's Office in Texas for his extradition once he's released from the hospital. So Tyler and his mom, Michelle, were reported missing Thursday morning in Humble, Texas by a family member. WHOU reported that a Nebraska state trooper spotted the Mazda 3 about 15 minutes after receiving a report that it may be connected to a homicide. Tyler led troopers in a high-speed chase for about 9 before he hit the back of a semi-truck, went off the road, and smashed into a tree. Goodness gracious. Former classmates of the teen told the station they were surprised. I didn't know the Tyler I knew would end up doing something this crazy, said a classmate who chose to remain anonymous. She said she used to work with him at a movie theater and was told by others to be careful around him, but they didn't specify why. Another classmate knew the teen as a cross-country star at Humble ISD before he abruptly left school in 2021. He was really sweet, the student said. Hey, we don't want to see this freaking ad here. Tyler was out on bond in an attempted sexual assault case from March 2022. He was charged with attacking an 18-year-old girl in his car, ripped off her shirt, kicked her in the face. It is not clear yet exactly what charges he will face when he's brought back to Texas. Well, he's going to be facing a murder charge, evidently. His mom was in the trunk of his freaking car, 49 years old. Probably patted his pudding off his life, and then he ended up being a freaking little psycho. Some people's just born evil. It's just wired into them, to be a menace to society. That is my opinion on it. And I saw something else about this woman who was trying to save her dog, and she was gunned down. From North Carolina. I wanted to take a look at that, but I'm going to chat first. Let me catch it up. My mother went to Murder House with Joe McGinnis. He wrote the book Fatal Vision. Oh, really, Donald? That's interesting. Hey, Cheryl T. Good morning. How are you doing? Okay, let's see what's going on with this. Let it load up first. So she's getting ready to get married. Okay, let me share it. It looks like she was trying to save her dog from getting shot and got killed. Isn't that awful? A while back, guys, there was this, it's been several years ago. There was this little girl. Well, I guess she was about like 11, 12 years old. She was walking on the side of the road, walking her beagle, and somebody hit him and killed him. And they buried that dog with her. For some reason, that just came across my mind when I saw this story. There was actually a video on TikTok. I believe it's on TikTok. Everybody that went to the graveside, when they laid her to rest, they had their coon dogs and hunting dogs with them, and them dogs was a howling and going on, cutting off the shine everywhere was. Yeah, I saw it on TikTok. Someone accidentally hit them and killed them. Okay, North Carolina shooting victim shot and killed by teen shooter while trying to save her dog, fiance says. North Carolina woman killed in last week's shooting spree in Raleigh passed away after trying to save her dog. According to NBC News, Mary Marshall was among the people shot and killed on Thursday, allegedly by a 15-year-old suspect, Austin Thompson. Marshall's fiance, Robert Steele, told the outlet that he had spoken to her over the phone just moments before she was shot and killed while walking her dog, who had managed to slip out of his collar. She says, "I need to get you home right now. Immediately, Scruff, our dog, has slipped his collar, and I just heard gunshots," he said. Steele was at work when the shooting happened, and he rushed home to help, but it was too late. Detectives were already close to his doorsteps as he arrived, and detectives started asking about tattoos that Mary has, Steele recalled. We knew she was gone. Steele and Marshall were scheduled to be married in 2 weeks. New York Post reports that Steele now wears the wedding ring Marshall planned to give him. See the full interview. Oh, I can't play it because it's like, what is it, like Good Morning America or something. It's so sad. So sad. She's a pretty woman. Prayers for her family and for her fiance. I didn't know that happened. I didn't know that there was a shooting in Raleigh. I have been so, distracted with this new freaking dog here, hound dog. She's about pulled my shoulder out of place, guys. I can't walk that dog. She's too strong and too crazy. Okay, so prayers for her family. Let's see what else is going on. We got to do a Susan Smith stream, guys. Let me go to chat. We got to do a Susan Smith stream. I just want to chat with you a minute. Now, I did one last year on the anniversary of the boys' murders. And I'd like to do one again. Let me see when that is. It's the 20-something. I hate Susan Smith with the passion. I know you're not supposed to have hatred in your heart, but I do. I hate Susan Smith most of all these weirdos for some reason. I don't know. It's because I know it took that car like 18 minutes or something to sink. Or something like that. I can't remember. And she probably stood there and freaking watched. She could have changed her mind or anything. Boy, she's not been the model prisoner catching STDs in prison and setting up guards, seducing them and setting them up so she can get her way, I've read McGinnis's since high school. See, shoes, I don't even know what that is. What is that? Is that hate? See, I hate Megan Boswell too. I hate Megan Boswell, but Susan Smith always sticks out in my mind first thing. Let me see when she did this. Let's pull this evil witch up. Happened in 1994. Yeah, but what is the freaking date of it? October 25th. I knew it was the 20-something at John D. Long Lake. Hey, that place has an evil presence to it. Ladybug, please don't bark at squirrels outside, okay? I'll have to close the shade. Okay, sit down. If y'all hear smacking lips going on, Ladybug's right here. Right up on the Chromebook next to it, smacking her lips. Okay, quit. Okay, so that place, you got me distracted, has an evil presence to it because after the boys were murdered there, there's a little memorial there. And there was like a family visiting there in a van. And it like rolled into the freaking lake. And they drowned, kids and all. Lady, stop that. Hold on, guys. Let me close my shade. Goodness gracious. I can't see a moment's peace with you animals. Hold on. What are you what are you growling at out there? The leaves falling? Here, or quit. Good girl. Oh my gosh, guys, these animals drive me crazy. I can't imagine doing what Susan did to her boys. And you know what? She killed her boys because that man she was fooling with told her in a letter, that she had kids and he just didn't want kids, even though he went on to marry and have a kid or raise someone else's kid, I believe. But Susan didn't have enough sense to know that the kids really the kids weren't the real problem for that man. The real problem was that Susan was a skank, a Jezebel, a hoe. She tried to make this man jealous with his own father when he rejected her. She was like, oh, I slept with your daddy once, thinking that that would make him want her, make him jealous. And basically he told her, Susan, you've got real problems. He was done with her when he took her to a party, or she was invited to one of them fancy parties because he's a rich man, single rich man. And he took her to a party, and she was over there in the hot tub kissing a married coworker. And he knew right then and there she was pure white trash. There was no way he would have ever had her. He was done with her then. I think he used the kids as an excuse that he didn't want kids because he didn't want nothing to do with her because, she was white trash. Cement Shoes member for 27 months, Southern Royalty. So many weirdos, so little time. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it. And we got this place down in town that designs like, I don't want to say the name of it, but they design like t-shirts and stuff like that. And I've been thinking about going down there and getting them to make me some merch, design me a real cool logo. Because I just cannot freaking do it. That's so many weirdos, so little time. That's right. Well, there's not enough time in the day to talk about all of them. And there's some real weirdos on here. We're getting weirdo merch. Nobody steal our idea. And when I make some merch, I'm giving Cement Shoes credit. I'm going to put Cement Shoes at the bottom of the saying. Quoting you. I have some ideas for t-shirt. If you're a weirdo, do not come around us. Didn't I tell you? There's some real weirdos on here, like mention your children and things like that. I think if you go around nosing around about someone's child or making little remarks about them, I think you're a freaking weirdo. Plain and simple. Now, I got to say about that is clean out from underneath your own bed, honey, before you start cleaning out from underneath mine. Okay, I ran a contest on 99 designs for my logo. Oh, really? That's cool. I'm not good. I mean, I designed that one little paw logo. But I want something else. I want something cooler. We need some merch. It's just little sayings on it. It don't got to say coffee with CC. We need some weirdo merch. No weirdos allowed. We need some little stickers or some signs. Something, no weirdos allowed. I'm thinking about getting me a neon light sign. I'm definitely getting my son one for Christmas. With his name that lights up. You can do those custom orders on Amazon. But I'd like to get me one too. It says coffee with CT. Put behind me on the porch when I'm out there live streaming. Weirdos are parasites. And if they don't come feed off us, they won't get much blood out of each other because they're empty. Yeah. Yeah. Well, we're not putting up with it around these streets right here, honey. On Coffee Avenue here. CC Avenue. We're not putting up with weirdos here. You're going to be nice and respectful to me, or you go somewhere else. I don't care if I got one person in the chat. You know what I mean? Which all y'all's nice and respectful. I ain't talking about y'all. My supporters and people who watch my replay back that I don't even know watch me. Thank you guys, too, for your support, by the way. Cuffing stuff on t-shirts. I know it. Mark got cracked up at me at that hound dog. She was standing up on the porch rail with her front feet. And I was joking around with her. I said, I'm patting you down. I'm going to cuff you and stuff you. I get that dog way too worked up. And then she freaking hurts me. Jumps on me and hurts me. Coffee Avenue. That's right. That's right. We can be Elm Street here if we need to be. We can be a freaking nightmare. Okay, who else we gonna talk about? Oh, yeah. So I got nosy and went and was looking about Quentin Simon. Let's talk about him. Let me see if I can pull something up. And I saw, y'all know, because I'm behind about this, but I saw where his grandma got into it with the babysitter in a shouting match. And she's like, "Do you have it? You could walk into my house freely." Did y'all know about that? Let's look it up. And I was like, "Wow, this looks like some real winners here." These kids was around. Oh, and also while I was standing out there with the hound dog this morning, I looked up the mommy's TikTok and was watching her TikTok. She had a couple of dances on there and stuff. But she seemed to be more crazy about her her other kid, Zane. You could, just by the few TikToks I watched, that was the impression that I got. Okay, pull up the thing. Quentin Simon updated his grandma breaks her silence after heated, something other, I guess heated argument with babysitter. Let's click on this. Okay, you know that nobody come in the house and took that baby out. That's what these people that kill their kids, they don't realize that stranger abduction is rare. Most of the time when these kids, and I heard that from an expert on TV, by the way, most of the time when these kids go missing, it's from somebody they know by their hands. I heard an expert say that. Hold on. Let me get some of these ads down. It's loading up slow. Uh-oh, it looks like they're up in each other's face. Tensions run high. Quentin Simon updated his grandma breaks her silence after a heated row with babysitter who blasts her and reveals her truth. Now, I think she might have been on somebody's channel. I'm not sure who it was. I think I heard the babysitter. I've not watched it. These people need to stay off freaking YouTube. When these cases go on, it just makes things a crap show, I think. Because usually then they have some kind of falling out or something with the creator. Let me screen share this from the Sun. I think that grandma was running on pure emotion during that fight, probably. And she just don't want to accept it. This is something that her daughter's responsible for. That's the way I take it. By trying to blame the babysitter. Now, isn't that funny? She babysat that child all the time now, she said. And then that morning, what's the mom's name? Leilani or something like that? I may not pronounce it right. Said, she usually babysat for her whether she was going to work or not. Now, did the mom work at Hollister or something? I know that I read that's what was on her Facebook. Look at that little feller. Bless his little heart. I'm going to tell you something right now. I'm just going to tell you. If my son, when he was little, had disappeared out of my house under my care, my mom would have been grilling my freaking ass in front of everybody. She would have been demanding to know. She would have been like, "Now, bull crap, there wasn't nobody coming here and take him." I know my mom. She would be, and this mother, seems to be defending her, looks like to me. Okay, the grandmother, Quentin Simon, the missing boy, presumed dead by cops, has broken her silence after an altercation with the boy's babysitter. Little Quentin Simon mysteriously vanished from his home in Chatham County, Georgia on October 5th. Bless his heart. What was he doing in a playpen if they were asleep? Should have been up with the child. Kids get up early. Right here, look at this. Got into heated arguments, caught on tape. My babysitter she don't look like she's able to be fighting. Diane Michelle McCarta. Okay, there's a grandmother. Okay, Quentin's grandmother, Billy Jo Howe, appeared to have shared a post over the weekend before deleting her Facebook profile. We are welcoming prayer and kindness in our yard that shows hope for Quentin. We love him and are completely devastated. The gifts for him give us hope in humanity. Hal and Quentin's babysitter, Diana Michelle MacArthur, got into an alleged altercation that was captured on video. I'd like to see that video. And MacArthur had spoken out about the incident, offering her version of the story. The reason she barged into my house is because I offered to cook for her and to put flyers out, she said in a Facebook video from October 11th. I don't understand why it made her so mad. She told me I was overstepping because I was just a babysitter. If my child or grandchild were missing, I would want any and everyone to help me. I know I did contact the grandmother a lot through text or calling because she had custody. She did barge into my house, and she did get mad because she said I was putting up a memorial for her grandson. I never said that. I didn't know getting some people together praying for Quentin was putting up a memorial. I didn't know that cooking her food was overstepping my boundaries. I thought that's what you should do when a family is going through something. I mean, that's what we do here in the South. I mean, somebody passes away or something, you always bring dish to their house and stuff, or some pop and dish and pop, whatever. These babies didn't come to me every day with bruises. Quentin did have bruises, but he fell a lot because he ran. I wasn't there. I don't know if his mom beat him or give him them bruises. All I know is that when he was here, he was taken care of. The right people knew what was going on. It was up to them to fix this. Hit me, hit me. Hal reportedly burst into McCarter's house and accused her of taking the missing toddler. The grandmother is also heard screaming, "My baby's not dead," after Diana spoke about creating a memorial. The shocking footage was recorded by Diana's daughter and passed to local news WSAV. Hey, we'll have to click on that in a minute. Hal, who reportedly has custody of Quentin 20 months, and his babysitter Diana accuse each other of lying. At one point, McCarter dares the grandmother, hit me, and Hal replies, do you think I'd do that? She then shouts at McCarter, do you have Quentin? You're the only one who can go in my house and take him. The footage emerged. Okay, so they all live in the house together. The grandmother, the mother, the boy, the daughter's boyfriend, the mom's boyfriend, and the two little boys, right? So the grandmother was out of town when he went missing, right? Why'd she leave her daughter with him? Evidently, there was a reason she had custody of him. She wasn't capable of taking care of him. I'd say the boyfriend knows what happened too. Okay, the footage emerged after McCarter revealed she received an odd text hours before Quentin vanished in Savannah, Georgia on October 5th. She said Quentin's mother, Leilani Simon, messaged her telling her she was not needed to look after the toddler and his brother. McCarter told WSAV, I got a text saying they would not be here. I would not be babysitting them at 5:29 a.m., which was kind of odd because I have them even when she doesn't work. She added, and then I get a text at 9 a.m. saying, have I seen Quentin? I immediately go to their house. I try to help them look. They didn't want that. So I've just been waiting around like everyone else. Isn't that weird? They would text the mother, I guess, would text, have you seen Quentin? Hell no. That lady had to have been like, hell no. Where's the child at? Panicked. Because, I used to do a lot of babysitting, and you do get attached to the kids you babysit for. Whether they're related to you or not, you get caring about them. You just can't help it. I used to babysit this real little baby for this nurse so that she could sleep during the day, and I would clean her house up because she was horrible at keeping house. I guess she just didn't have time. But I got so attached to that little baby. I had him spoiled rotten. Anyways, Okay. My heart is broken. I'm not his mother. I'm not his family, but I love him very much. And I don't know what could have happened. So Quentin been missing since October 5th. However, this week, the police revealed that they now believe he is dead. As you know, our investigation over the last 8 days have led us to the heartbreaking conclusion 20-month-old Quentin Simon is deceased. There's a reason that makes them think that they've got some kind of evidence. We have named his mother. See, they think she did it, Leilani Simon, as the primary suspect in Quentin's disappearance and death. We have not made an arrest or filed any charges in this case because they're still gathering evidence. The toddler's family had been informed of the latest developments. Despite their initial findings, cops insisted that the search for Quentin will continue. It will continue with every available resource we have in order to give Quentin's family closure and see that justice is served in this case. Before his disappearance, Quentin lived with his mother, her boyfriend, his grandparents. Okay, where's the other grandparent at? And 2 other children in Savannah, according to Fox 5 Atlanta. Because on TikTok, I saw an older man that looked like a grandfather in one of the TikToks. And this says lived with his grandparents. So if it was grandparents, was he gone out of town with the grandma? Guess that would be her husband. I don't know. I got a lot of questions because I'm behind in this case. Okay, let me go to my chat here and see what y'all say. I think the grandmother was running. Oh, that's behind. Okay, let me catch it up. Hey, Sunnyside, good morning. Yeah, she probably killed him. Okay, Cheryl T. Is the grandmother married? We're going to try to find this TikTok here. Lord, what is my password? Let me see. I'm going to try to pull TikTok up on my Chromebook. I was watching her TikToks on my phone this morning. TikTok. And her TikTok is just her name. I'm probably not saying her name right, but that's all right. I'll look it up later. Right here. Okay. God almighty. She got about 50 million views on her TikToks because everybody's been looking her up. Okay, let me see. Maybe you'll let me search her TikTok without signing it. One second, guys. Takes forever to load up on this stupid little Chromebook. No, we don't want TikTok for desktop. Verify what? Hold on a minute. I can't find it. It's not letting me log in. I can't remember my password at the moment. Let me see if it'll let me continue with Google. I can't remember which email I used. Maybe I used this one. I can't find it, guys. I can't get it logged in. Anyways, I just seen an older man. I'll take a screenshot of it. I'll post it in Discord or share the link. I will share the TikTok links in Discord. Let me see if I can get back on it on my phone. Catch my chat up. Hey, Broken Justice, how are you doing, hon? Grandma had a blow up before going out of town, and several Leilani and her boyfriend, 3 kids, eviction papers. Children were not on. No, the children. No, she has custody of the children. She couldn't evict them. But, I mean, if I was authorities, I would be saying, Why you got custody of these kids and going out of town and leaving the kids with her? I'm not blaming her or nothing, but of course not. But I mean, why was she allowed to keep the kids for her? I guess, you never think your daughter's going to kill one of her kids, which I'm not saying that she did, but more than likely, she knows what happened to her child. More than likely. Let me see. Right here's where I looked her up. Here that weirdo is. Copy link. I'm gonna share y'all's TikTok her TikTok with y'all. Let me cut down the volume because I'm coming into chat on my phone. Y'all can go watch her TikToks. I wonder if there's a way to add me to the panel from my phone. Mute my tab or my Chromebook and screen share from my phone. I don't know, but I'm going to sit around and play with some private and figure it out because I think I can some way. Right there is her TikTok, guys. Let me see if I can click the link and it'll take me to it from here. And we'll look at her TikToks before I get off here. Oh, yeah. I got it now. We got it, guys. Look at her. She's in her bikini on one day. Trying to show out. Trying to be somebody. Thinking she's hot. I guess if you got it, flaunt it, but she seems to be a weirdo. Okay, is it going to let me scroll? It's loading. Okay, let's do this one. I'll probably have to trim this down to my video. It's going to get me in trouble. It'll play. Let's be patient. Okay. Let's see y'all's big dance here. It's not wanting to play. Let me see if I can figure it out. It's not letting me play it for some reason. It's wanting me to log in. Here we go. Here we go. They just don't want to play videos, guys. StreamYard sucks. Because I got awesome internet Wi-Fi. Okay. We're done with that one. And you suck, Daddy, girl. See, it like freezes up. It won't click. Okay, let's see. If we can find one with the kids here. I watched her one in her bikini doing all kinds of different poses and stuff. Let's see. Baby boy will be one soon. Okay. Screen share this one. She's got a couple different accounts.
It's who you're meant to be, 'cause you were meant for me, and you're everything I need.
That's not Quentin, I don't think. Because I saw somebody comment say that's not Quentin, it's her other baby. I could be wrong, though. She's got another account. She's got 2 or 3 accounts. If you've got TikTok, just go put her name in, and it'll pull it up. But I've got the link in the chat. I can't keep playing these TikToks because I'm already going to have probably a copyright claim and have to trim out the music. That's what sucks about YouTube. TikTok's not like that. You can use other people's audio. That's what it's all about. That's what TikTok's all about. Using, duetting people, adding to their content if you want, or just putting your own content up. But if you use somebody's stuff, you are supposed to give them credit. If you don't, it really makes some of those creators really, really upset. But I don't. When I just use those little audio clips that everybody else has used, I don't. Because they can click the audio and see. It says it at the bottom who the original is. So true, preschool granny. I was raised like that. You struggle a lot, feel empty, past term, not past. Yeah. I get that. Knitting artisan. Well, guys, what do y'all think? I don't know enough about it to really say. I mean, when a kid goes missing like that out of the home, I'm always suspicious of the parents. I mean, I just can't help it. It's very highly unlikely that a stranger came in there and took the baby, but it's not entirely impossible. Look what happened to that one case. Gosh, what was the name of that? Cash Gernon. Look at the Cash Gernon case. That weirdo come in and got him out of his freaking crib bed while he was sleeping. So it can happen. If there hadn't been a nursery camera in there, that weirdo might have gotten away with that. You don't never know. Thank God there was like a nursery camera in there. And it was so terrifying watching that footage of that weirdo sneak in that house and take that baby out of that crib. And he took that baby out of that crib solely to murder him. It was hard to watch knowing, what was going to happen. Such a sad case. So many YouTubers made a crap show out of that case too, being mean to the family and trying to victim blame and all that. Poor family. I think Cash's grandmother, I've seen her in YouTube chats. I think it's his grandmother. I think she's got a YouTube channel. Police have already said that she's the main suspect. Evidently, she meant to kill him, baby. They've got some. If they think that Quentin is unfortunately passed away, they've got something that makes them think that. They have to, or they wouldn't say that. They would say, treating it as a missing persons. They're evidently not treating it, as a missing persons. They're still searching for him, but they're thinking that she killed him. Basically. There's some kind of evidence. Some kind. Maybe the mother didn't do it. Maybe the boyfriend did. She's covering for him. I'd say their lazy asses didn't want to get up and fool with him and got angry and killed him. Because, I don't get these people. The people are so ignorant. They'll be like, I got up at 9, 10 o'clock and my child was missing. That happened with little Noah. I can't remember his last name. Up in Northern Virginia. Like, who sleeps in that long with little children? Little children get up at the freaking crack of dawn, and you're supposed to get up with your kids and supervise them. You're supposed to put them in, give them a damn bottle and put them in a playpen and go back to bed. Hell to the no, you can rest when they take a nap. You've got to watch little children, little toddlers like that. I don't think that's good to stick them in a playpen and stick a bottle in their mouth. I mean, if you're sick or you need some rest, you're a good mother, you know. You need some rest. That's one thing. I'm talking about these sorry ass people who don't take care of their little babies right. I think they did the luminol test. They found blood in the house. I was just thinking, uh, wonder if they sprayed luminol. That's why they think he's not alive, because they said on the news conference they didn't think he was alive. Yeah. They found some blood, or they've got, that's what I'm saying. They've got some evidence. Or they wouldn't come out and say that. It's my opinion. Anyways, guys, I've got to be getting off here. I'm getting my living room straightened up, vacuum the freaking dog hair off my 2 black rugs I got on my laminated floor, and I got one at the door, and I put one in the living room in front of the couch so that Skylar can jump on the couch. Her feet slides on the flooring, and she don't want to jump on the couch and cries for me to lift her up. But with that rug there, you know, she can get a grip and jump up. Cleo, I'm going to raise your shade back up. Hold on, you little puss. Hold on. Let me see. You're supposed to just be able to push this daggone thing at the bottom and it go up. You're just going to have to wait. I can't stretch all the way over our tit. Cleo's a little tit. I love that little cat more than anything. I love you too more than anything. I love all of them more than anything. I just love my little animals. The morning chats are nice. I know. I'm going to try to get back into them, and sometimes I may have to stream from my kid's room when he's at school if it's too cold on the porch or I can't do it in here. I'm surprised everything's being so quiet. Hey, Cleo, she just walked right over the Chromebook. I'm surprised everything's been so quiet because Cleo and Zoe are usually running through the house, wrestling. They really love each other. They can never be separated. I got one of these reusable, you know those Walmart bags, the freezer bags that you can buy to put your frozen stuff in, carry it home in. Cleo's got one of those, and they've got it flattened out, and they lay on it underneath my crafting table. And yesterday, or last night, Cleo was laying there with her hands, her paws around Zoe's neck, licking her. They really love each other. And she's up my lap right now. Because there's beautiful. Yes, there's beautiful. There's little and there's beautiful. That's what her mommy tells her. She's little and she's beautiful. I love animals, guys. But I'll tell you what, I've been really stressed out with this new dog here. Because we can't have outside dogs. I brought her in this morning. I caught Lady, Skylar, and the 2 cats in Timothy's bedroom. Because they're nosy. I lured them in there and shut them in. They're nosy, so they automatically followed me. And I brought the other dog in. Took her back there in the bedroom with Mark. She was got it in the bed with Mark. He was laying, but I had to take her back out because, you know, can't keep my animals pinned up for her. And Cleo definitely does not like her. I let her smell a Cleo, and Cleo smacked her twice. Yeah, she's got to go. She is a coon dog. She's a squirrel dog. And she's probably a chicken killer. Because I saw her eyeballing my chicken, smacking her lips. She's a sweetheart. But she needs somebody that goes hunting. Somebody that's got land that she can roam around. She's not like, I mean, I've got Skylar and Lady Beagle mixes. But they're little, you know what I mean? They're not great big old dogs, bulky, goofy. See, that's the problem. That's what's wearing me out, knitting artisan, is having to make sure that she doesn't bark and stuff outside. See, yesterday she was gone all day. She was able to run and play, be free. So when she come home, she was wore out. I went out there a couple times and put her on a lead, and she used the bathroom, and she was wore out. She went to bed. And today she's gone again. So hopefully when she comes in, she'll just want to eat and go to sleep. Because, you know, we don't want to disturb the neighbors. My one neighbor, he wouldn't say anything. He just got the cutest little freaking dog. I don't even know what it is. It's like, looks like a poodle and schnauzer mix, but it's like a chocolate brownie color with a little bit of red. It looks like a freaking Ewok. I wonder if posting her on Craigslist would help. Maybe. You know, I thought Paul's organization emailed me back, but that's an old email. I've been so stressed out, I didn't even know it's an old email I showed y'all the other day when I was out on the porch. Gosh, I mean, they've not even emailed me back. Look, I had to download freaking Facebook Messenger on my old phone. I hate Facebook and getting on Messenger. I had to download it so that I could message them directly on Facebook. And they've still not messaged back through that either. You know, I explained to them, she's fell beside the road. She looked abandoned. Her ribs was showing. So picked her up to help her. But I can't have outside dogs. I've got inside dogs that won't get along with her. And I don't know what to do with her. I mean, I can't get no help for this dog. It's really pitiful. Nobody wants her. I mean, I want her. I wouldn't mind if she stuck around. If I owned this land and she could run around, she wouldn't be a problem if I didn't have, worry about her being outside. Yeah, it's very frustrating. It's really stressed me out. I have a kitten now my daughter brought home. It's problematic for several reasons. Do you have dogs? See, I was so shocked that Ladybug was okay with the cats, because when Ladybug gets loose for me, she'll chase some feral cats for some reason. But when I brought Cleo in the house, I got one of them little pop-up portable crates and put her in, and I kept her in that for a couple days. I just, take her in and out to feed her and mess with her and stuff. But I think Lady got used to her that way. I think Lady knew she was little and sickly, and she was okay with it. And then, I was hesitant to bring the other cat in because I was like, well, Lady might not like it. She only liked Cleo because Cleo was real little at the time and sickly. But no, Lady was okay with Zoe too. She does put them in their place sometimes when they're going wild and they jump up on the couch and jump on her and scare to death and her's asleep. But she done real good with them. I've been very surprised, but she don't like this other dog. Let me tell y'all something funny. Yesterday, see, I've been taking Lady on walks and stuff, but yesterday I wanted her to go out on the front porch. I was going to put her on her lead, let her go outside and pee, and she would not go out the door. And I was like, Lady, that dog is not out there. And I had to make her go on the porch, and she was sniffing around, and she wanted back in the house and go out the other way. She don't want nothing to do with that dog. It was so funny. I could tell she was not wanting to go outside that way because of that dog, even though it wasn't there. She's crazy. I was like, we're trying to help it. I had a Beagle Fice mix that I adored, but he would ruin all the hunts around here. Could not get the hound out of him. He has to run. See, that is the way. This dog is a coon hound. And I believe she's not me. At first, I thought this was just some mixed breed dog. And I got to looking online. She's a coon hound. You can definitely tell when she barks and stuff. And I can't be having that there. They know down here at the office, my landlord, they know what Skylar and Lady's barks are like, because I talk to that lady all the time down there, because she's an animal lover and she just got a new bulldog. Them cute bulldogs, and it just had surgery on its nose. It couldn't breathe. I'd say she paid probably $3,000 or $4,000 for that English bulldog. It's real pretty though, but she's an animal lover, and ladies barked at her and stuff on our walks and stuff, so she knows what they sound like. So she can tell the difference. Something's making them think she. I just now saw Cheryl's comment. Let me go scroll through my chat here. I think we need. Oh, that's an old one. My chat seems like it freezes up, which sometimes my chat is slow. I don't have many people in here, but that's all right. Anyways, guys, I want to get off here. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Give y'all an update tomorrow about Lucy Lou. I call her Lucy because she's a goofball and she reminds me of Lucille Ball. I love Lucy. Mark calls her Lucy because she was on the loose when he found her. I call her Lucy for a different reason. And by the way, knitting artisan beagles are the best. And Feist are very smart. Yeah, any hound dog you have like that will ruin hunters. Their hunting trip if they run loose. Most of the time around here, people try to keep their hunting dogs at home and stuff. Don't let them roam in the woods and stuff. So they, don't ruin a hunt for somebody. And some hunters are buttholes. They'll shoot your dog. They'll get mad and shoot your dog for ruining the damn hunt. Mm-hmm. Broken Jess, my dog's name is Lucy. Oh, really? I just love the name Lucy. She just reminds me of Lucille Ball because she's a big goofball. I should have had that on video, me acting like I was arresting her. That's why animals love me, because I act fool with them. I act crazy. I mean, I talk to them and everything. I was patting her down. She's had her paws up on the railing. I was patting her down. I said, I'm going to cuff you and stuff you. She was getting a kick out of it. But that gets her too excited, and then she usually jumps up on me and, scratches me and stuff. But anyways, I'm going to get off here and get some things done. Y'all have a great day. Be safe. Be kind. Peace. Y'all hit thumbs up on the way out. Sign the guest book, as they say. Please. Peace. Oh, crap. I meant to share Sapphire's new channel and tell y'all to check it out. I made a community post about it. She's doing arts, crafts, resin arts. She'll show you how to make some cannabis butter so you can make gummies. She does all that stuff. So y'all please check out her channel. She's a breast cancer survivor. Awesome lady. Bye, guys. Love y'all.